Hi there, it's Tim Dolan yet again, in Kurdistan region of northern Iraq, and have been trying to alternate between job-related stuff and just observations around me. Today it's going to be back to the American University of Kurdistan in northern Iraq, and it's easy enough to see things and criticize. That's probably, very low effort for most of us. But what I would like to do is find solutions. And among the solutions is this that is occurring to me now that we are at the end of the term, now that we are many faculty, if not most, probably all, grading papers and finding it somewhat exasperating. It's always tedious, but it's exasperating when the language levels are low. We do teach in English. This is a non-English speaking area, so those are challenges. They are always challenges. I've taught in Japan and Korea and in Egypt and elsewhere, and so you always, it's not news to me that you have to confront what is in fact bad writing. Now, what to do about it? The current resources at the American University of Kurdistan are limited. Ideally, we would have a center for student learning, a place for remediation. We have an English Language Institute. The students are trained in English before they can even enter the regular curriculum. However, it's not a great solution because students are still struggling. They simply, in many cases, can't do university level work. In too many cases, they can't even put two sentences together in a coherent way. So what to do? Since we don't have a center for learning, it then takes basically an entire faculty to develop some language proficiency among our students. So one minor fix, but I think something that we can all engage in as faculty, and I'm speaking very broadly here, I think this would apply to any institution with a non-English speaking student base, and that is when you do receive messages, as you inevitably will, from your students asking about this, that, or the other, be it making an appointment to see you, being a query about a grade, being a clarification on a test item, the usual, make sure, maybe adapt a policy that you will not respond until they put together a proper English sentence. I think that would help because it would make them aware that English is a 24/7 engagement. You really do have to pay attention to what you're saying and how you say it. And if you can spread this around to the faculty generally, it helps take pressure off those who are too often burdened with making these corrections without a lot of support. So again, it's a limited resource situation. This is a possible solution. Not considering it as a mandate, I am adapting it as a policy. As of today, again, end of term, students are querying about their grades, about their performance on their papers, etc. And I am responding when I get these kinds of emails, these kinds of messages that, of course, I will answer you, but you're going to have to write to me in a proper English sentence. And until you do, I will not respond. So, call it a carrot, call it a stick. I just call it an incentive to learn the language, something that I believe would be a positive thing here. That's sort of it for now, something to consider. Thanks very much. Bye now.